India has achieved significant growth, attracting the likes of Bill Gates, Rihanna, Mark Zuckerberg, and many other wealthy individuals to attend weddings in the country. India has advanced so much that many major tech companies now have CEOs who are Indian. The country's economy has grown to the extent that it is now among the top 10 richest countries. Now, the question is, was India always like this? Or did this transformation happen before or after the partition from the British? In this video, I'm going to tell you how Indians have changed and become the focus of attention for countries and companies around the world. I will also tell you that will in the future India sustain its economic growth. So let's start the video. India was in a dire economic state at the time of partition in 1947. The partition had a catastrophic impact on the country's economy and people's well-being. The partition resulted in a significant decrease in India's GDP, plunging the country into poverty and debt. India's GDP witnessed a fractional decrease of about 16.36% from 1946 to 1948. This economic downturn severely impacted the standard of living, with life expectancy at the time of partition being only 32 years. The partition also had a devastating effect on India's population health. Infant mortality rate increased by 10.36% in the 1950s from 164 per thousand live births in 1950 to 181 per thousand in 1955. Similarly, under 5 mortality increased by 4.8% from 1950 to 1955, from 258 to 271 per thousand live births. It was only in the 1960s that these pre-partition levels of infant and child mortality were regained. The partition also led to a massive displacement of people, with an estimated 10 million people migrating between the newly formed countries of India and Pakistan. This large-scale migration resulted in widespread violence and chaos, with approximately 1 million civilians killed. The influx of refugees placed a significant strain on India's resources and infrastructure, further exacerbating the economic and social challenges faced by the country. The partition also had a severe impact on India's agricultural sector, which was the backbone of the economy. Out of 70 million acres of irrigated or fertile land in the undivided country, 48 million remained with India, while the other 22 million acres fell into Pakistan's share. This division of agricultural land led to a deficiency in the production of food grains, raw cotton, and raw jute, causing a major setback to the Indian economy. The industrial sector also suffered greatly due to the partition. The loss of skilled workers and artisans who migrated to Pakistan led to the shutdown of many factories, particularly in West Bengal and Punjab. The disruption of traditional supply chains and the loss of access to raw materials further crippled India's industrial output. In addition, the partition had a significant impact on India's trade and commerce. Prior to the partition, India was a major exporter of raw jute and raw cotton, but the disruption to the agricultural sector meant that India became an importer of these goods. The loss of transit facilities through Pakistan also affected India's trade with other countries, leading to a deterioration in the country's balance of payments. Okay, this part is done, but when did India start to grow and how did it start? As the world's largest democracy, India has undergone a remarkable transformation over the years, emerging as a global powerhouse in terms of economic growth, technological advancements, and cultural diversity. From a nation struggling to find its footing in the post-independence era to a thriving economy that is now the third largest in the world in terms of purchasing power parity. India's journey to wealth and prosperity is a testament to the resilience and determination of its people. When India gained independence from British rule in 1947, the country was plagued by poverty, illiteracy, and a lack of infrastructure. The early years were marked by a struggle to establish a stable government, rebuild the economy, and provide basic amenities to its citizens. The Indian economy was largely agrarian, with a significant portion of the population engaged in agriculture. The government, led by Jawaharlal Nehru, adopted a socialist approach with a focus on state-led development and heavy industry. The turning point for India's economy came in 1991, when the government, faced with a severe balance of payments crisis, introduced a series of economic reforms aimed at liberalizing the economy. These reforms, led by then Finance Minister Manmohan Singh, included the devaluation of the rupee, reduction of trade barriers, and the opening up of the economy to foreign investment. The reforms had a profound impact as India began to attract foreign investment and the economy started to grow at a rapid pace. The dawn of the new millennium marked the beginning of India's IT revolution. The country's vast pool of skilled and educated workforce, combined with its low labor costs, made it an attractive destination for outsourcing and offshoring. The IT sector, led by companies like Infosys, Wipro, and TCS, grew exponentially, earning India the nickname the back office of the world. The service sector, including industries like finance, healthcare, and education, also experienced rapid growth, contributing significantly to India's GDP. The next decade saw a significant focus on infrastructure development, with the government investing heavily in roads, highways, airports, and ports. This led to an increase in manufacturing activity as companies like Tata, Mahindra, and Hero set up large-scale production facilities in India. The government's Make in India initiative, launched in 2014, aimed to attract foreign investment and promote domestic manufacturing. In recent years, India has witnessed a digital revolution with the proliferation of smartphones, the internet, and e-commerce. The government's Digital India initiative has aimed to promote online governance and the development of a digital economy. The startup ecosystem has also flourished, with companies like Flipkart, Ola, and Paytm emerging as unicorns. India is now home to the third largest number of startups in the world after the US and China. So, what has contributed to India's remarkable success story? Several factors have played a crucial role. India's large and young population has provided a significant demographic dividend, with a majority of the population below the age of 35. This has led to a large workforce contributing to economic growth. The economic reforms of 1991 and subsequent liberalization measures have created a business-friendly environment, attracting foreign investment and promoting entrepreneurship. The growth of the IT and service sectors has contributed significantly to India's GDP and provided employment opportunities to millions. Investments in infrastructure have improved connectivity, facilitated trade, and attracted investment. Initiatives like Make in India, Digital India, and Startup India have promoted manufacturing, digital literacy, and entrepreneurship. India's large pool of skilled and educated workforce has been a key driver of economic growth. While India has made significant progress, there are still several challenges that need to be addressed, but we will talk about that later in this video. In this way, India advanced on the path of progress and earned a good respect in the eyes of the world. But how did India spread its people across other countries? Meaning, how did Indians become CEOs of major global companies? How did Indians establish their reputation and become prominent in the world? From Silicon Valley to Wall Street, from the boardrooms of multinational corporations to the halls of government, Indians are making their mark on the world stage. One of the key factors contributing to the success of Indians abroad is their strong emphasis on education. In India, education is highly valued, and parents often make significant sacrifices to ensure that their children receive the best possible education. This dedication to learning has paid off, as many Indians have excelled academically and gone on to pursue advanced degrees in fields such as engineering, medicine, and business. Indians are known for their entrepreneurial spirit and their willingness to take risks. Many successful Indian entrepreneurs have started their own businesses, often in the technology sector. These individuals have been able to leverage their skills and knowledge to create innovative products and services that have disrupted traditional industries. Examples of successful Indian entrepreneurs include Satya Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft, and Sundar Pichai, the CEO of Google. Indians are also known for their strong social networks and their ability to connect with others. This skill has been particularly useful in the business world where networking is essential for success. Many Indians have been able to leverage their connections to secure lucrative deals and partnerships, which have helped to propel their careers forward. Another key factor contributing to the success of Indians abroad is their ability to adapt to new environments and cultures. Indians are often exposed to a wide range of cultures and traditions, which has helped them to develop a high degree of cultural sensitivity and adaptability. This skill has been particularly useful in the global business world, where success often depends on the ability to navigate different cultural contexts. Finally, the success of Indians abroad can also be attributed to the importance that they place on family. In Indian culture, family is highly valued and children are often encouraged to support and care for their parents and extended family members. This sense of family loyalty and support has helped many Indians to achieve success as they have been able to rely on their family members for emotional and practical support. Another example of India's progress is the wedding of Anant Ambani. Did you know Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Rihanna, and many other famous international personalities came to India to attend this man's wedding? Let me explain it in more details. India, a country with a rich cultural heritage and a rapidly growing economy, has captured the attention of the world in recent years. The transformation of India's economy has been nothing short of remarkable, with the country emerging as a global powerhouse and a hub for innovation and entrepreneurship. One of the most visible signs of India's economic growth is the increasing presence of billionaires at high-profile events such as lavish Indian weddings. The wedding of Anant Ambani, son of India's richest man Mukesh Ambani, is a prime example of this phenomenon. The event was attended by a host of international celebrities, including Bill Gates, the co-founder of Microsoft, who has been a frequent visitor to India in recent years. India's economic growth has had a significant impact on the country's billionaires and their lifestyles. As their wealth has grown, so too has their desire to showcase their success through lavish events and celebrations. The wedding of Anant Ambani, for example, was a testament to the wealth and influence of India's billionaire class. The event was held at the Ambani family's residence, Antilia, which is one of the most expensive private residences in the world. The wedding was attended by a host of international celebrities and dignitaries, including Bill Gates, who has been a frequent visitor to India in recent years. The presence of billionaires at Indian weddings is not limited to the Ambani family. In recent years, several other high-profile Indian weddings have attracted the attention of the global media and the international business community. These events have showcased the wealth and influence of India's billionaire class and have highlighted the country's growing economic power. Well, what is it that India has that has brought it so much fame? The country's remarkable economic growth has captured the attention of the world, with its GDP consistently expanding and various sectors flourishing. But what lies behind India's economic success story? What is the secret to its significant growth, and which sector has played a pivotal role in propelling India towards prosperity? India's economic growth can be attributed to a combination of factors that have fueled its development trajectory. One of the key drivers of India's economic success is its large and diverse population, which provides a vast domestic market and a pool of skilled labor. This demographic dividend has enabled India to attract investments, drive consumption, and spur innovation across various sectors. Moreover, India's economic reforms initiated in the early 1990s have played a crucial role in liberalizing the economy, promoting privatization, and opening up sectors to foreign investment. These reforms have created a more business-friendly environment, encouraged entrepreneurship, and facilitated economic growth. Additionally, India's focus on infrastructure development, technological advancements, and digital transformation has enhanced connectivity, efficiency, and competitiveness, further propelling its economic growth. The country's emphasis on sectors like information technology, pharmaceuticals, and renewable energy has positioned India as a global player in these industries, attracting investments and driving growth. While multiple factors contribute to India's economic success, one particular sector stands out as a key driver of prosperity: the information technology sector. India's IT industry has emerged as a powerhouse revolutionizing the global tech landscape and propelling the country's economic growth. The IT sector in India has witnessed exponential growth over the past few decades, fueled by factors such as large pool of skilled IT professionals, cost-effective services, and a conducive business environment. Indian IT companies have established themselves as leaders in software development, IT services, and digital solutions catering to clients worldwide. One of the secrets to India's IT success lies in its focus on innovation, quality, and adaptability. Indian IT firms have demonstrated a knack for delivering cutting-edge solutions, embracing emerging technologies, and adapting to changing market dynamics. This agility and innovation have enabled Indian IT companies to stay ahead of the curve and maintain a competitive edge in the global market. Furthermore, India's IT sector has benefited from strong government support, favorable policies, and initiatives like Digital India, which aim to promote digital literacy, connectivity, and innovation. These efforts have created a conducive ecosystem for the IT industry to thrive, attract investments, and drive economic growth. Is there any other sector besides this that has contributed to India's development and brought its name into the list of the world's top 10? Well, from the bustling streets of Mumbai to the serene backwaters of Kerala, the country is abuzz with economic activity, attracting global attention and investment. But what are the specific factors driving this remarkable expansion? Let's dive in and explore the key elements that have propelled India's economic growth. One of the primary drivers of India's economic expansion has been the government's commitment to implementing pro-business policies and reforms. Over the past decade, successive governments have introduced measures to ease the process of doing business, attract foreign direct investment (FDI), and promote entrepreneurship. The Make in India initiative, launched in 2014, has been particularly successful in attracting global manufacturing giants to set up shop in the country. By offering incentives, streamlining regulations, and creating a skilled workforce, the government has successfully positioned India as a manufacturing hub for industries such as automotive, electronics, and pharmaceuticals. India's population, with a median age of just 28 years, is one of the youngest in the world. This demographic dividend presents a unique opportunity for economic growth, as a large portion of the population is of working age and eager to contribute to the country's development. The government has recognized the importance of investing in education and skill development to harness this demographic potential. Initiatives such as the Skill India mission aim to train millions of youth in various vocational and technical skills, making them job-ready and contributing to the growth of industries across the country. India's economic expansion is not limited to a single sector, but rather a diverse range of industries that are thriving and contributing to the country's growth. The services sector, particularly IT and IT-enabled services, has been a significant driver of growth, with companies like Tata Consultancy Services, Infosys, and Wipro leading the charge. The manufacturing sector has also seen a resurgence, with industries such as automotive, pharmaceuticals, and electronics experiencing rapid growth. The Make in India initiative has played a crucial role in attracting global companies to set up manufacturing facilities in the country, creating jobs and boosting exports. The rise of the startup ecosystem has been another notable trend in India's economic landscape. With the thriving ecosystem of incubators, accelerators, and venture capitalists, India has become a hub for innovation and entrepreneurship. Successful startups like Flipkart, Paytm, and Ola have not only disrupted traditional industries but also created thousands of jobs and attracted significant investment. India's economic expansion has also been influenced by global trends and opportunities. The country's strategic location and growing economic clout have made it an attractive destination for foreign investment. The government's efforts to improve infrastructure, such as the construction of highways, railways, and ports, have further enhanced India's appeal as an investment destination. The rise of global trade agreements and regional economic blocs has also opened up new markets for Indian goods and services. The India-ASEAN Free Trade Agreement, for instance, has provided Indian companies with preferential access to the growing Southeast Asian market, While the India-Japan Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement has boosted trade and investment between the two countries. While India's economic expansion has been impressive, the country still faces several challenges that need to be addressed to sustain long-term growth, and we will talk about those later in this video. Now we know that India is making money from these sectors and is illuminating the country, but which areas is it working in? As the country continues to evolve and adapt to the changing global landscape, it's essential to identify the regions that are driving economic growth and development. While the major metropolitan cities like Delhi, Mumbai, and Bangalore have long been the epicenters of economic activity, a new trend is emerging. Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities such as Pune, Ahmedabad, Surat, and Coimbatore are experiencing rapid growth and becoming attractive destinations for businesses and investors. These cities offer a lower cost of living, skilled workforce, and a conducive environment for entrepreneurship, making them ideal locations for startups and small and medium enterprises. India has established itself as a global leader in the information technology and technology sectors. Cities like Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Pune have become hubs for major tech companies and startups. These cities attract a large pool of skilled professionals and offer a supportive ecosystem for innovation and growth. The presence of premier educational institutions, research centers, and incubators further contributes to the success of these IT and technology hubs. In recent years, the Indian government has been actively promoting the Make in India initiative aimed at transforming the country into a global manufacturing hub. States like Gujarat, Maharashtra, and Tamil Nadu have emerged as manufacturing powerhouses, attracting investments from both domestic and international companies. These states offer a favorable business environment, skilled labor, and well-developed infrastructure, making them attractive destinations for industries such as automotive, pharmaceuticals, and textiles. The rapid growth of the middle class and the increasing adoption of digital technologies have fueled the expansion of the retail and e-commerce sectors in India. Cities like Delhi, Mumbai, and Bangalore have become hubs for major retail chains and e-commerce companies. These cities offer a large consumer base, well-developed logistics networks, and a growing pool of tech-savvy professionals, making them ideal locations for businesses in these sectors. India's rich cultural heritage, diverse landscapes, and vibrant cities have made it a popular tourist destination as well. States like Rajasthan, Goa, and Kerala have emerged as thriving tourism hotspots, attracting visitors from around the world. The tourism industry not only generates revenue but also creates employment opportunities for local communities, contributing to the overall economic growth of these regions. Alright, we have discussed the good points. Now let's talk about whether India will continue to grow at the same rate in the future or not. What could be the reasons for India's potential downfall, and how can India deal with these problems? India's economic growth has been a topic of global interest, with the country emerging as one of the fastest growing major economies in recent years. The question of whether India will sustain this growth trajectory is crucial for its future development and global influence. India's economic growth has been driven by various factors such as a large and young population, a growing middle class, a vibrant entrepreneurial ecosystem, and ongoing economic reforms. These have contributed to significant advancements in sectors like technology, manufacturing, and services, positioning India as a key player in the global economy. Despite its progress, India faces several challenges that could hinder its ability to sustain economic growth. Some of the hardest problems include income inequality, infrastructure deficiencies, bureaucratic red tape, corruption, and environmental degradation. These issues can impede investment, hinder productivity, and limit the benefits of economic growth from reaching all segments of society. If not addressed effectively, these challenges could lead to a slowdown in India's economic growth and even potential downfall. Factors such as political instability, social unrest, and inadequate policy responses could exacerbate existing issues and create new obstacles for sustained growth. To ensure continued economic growth and mitigate the risks of a downfall, India should focus on implementing comprehensive reforms across various sectors. This includes investing in infrastructure development, improving the ease of doing business, enhancing education and skill development, promoting innovation and entrepreneurship, tackling corruption, and addressing environmental concerns. By addressing these challenges proactively and implementing strategic reforms, India can enhance its economic resilience, foster inclusive growth, and sustain its position as a key player in the global economy. Alright, this concludes the video. If you believe this video has added value to your life, hitting that subscribe button and liking the video will indicate to me that you have indeed learned or discovered something today. If you want to see the video of how Pakistan's economy is being destroyed and nobody knows what is going to happen to Pakistan in next few years, then you should watch the video which is displayed on your screen right now. Also, please leave some comments sharing your thoughts on the topic or anything you would like to say to me. Your feedback is greatly appreciated. Goodbye and I'll see you next time.